talk about lighting pilot lights and stuff. You know, in the heart of COVID, we reached out. I shut the office down on sales, and I'm like, we need to contact every person in our book. We need to reach out to them. We need to make sure they're okay, and make sure. And this is when people couldn't get products. You know, couldn't get toilet paper, couldn't get milk, whatever. If they need something, we will figure out how to get it to them. Whether if they're local, we can drop it off in front of their door, or if we need to mail it to them. But we shut down until we got through every person in our book of business. Wow. And made sure they were all okay.
No.
And what I hear from other people a lot when I'm coaching or visiting with people is, well, I don't have time to do that. I don't have the means to do that. I don't have, and it's always an excuse. And you do have the time to figure it out. And if you don't have the money to buy a roll of toilet paper for everybody in your book, at least a call. And working with the food bank or there are other people that can help in certain situations. So if you find yourself listening to this and you're like, well, I don't have time to do anything they're talking about, I challenge you to take the term "I don't have the time" out of your everyday talk. Like, I don't even allow it in my house. I didn't make the time. The dishes are still dirty because I didn't make the time to do them. They weren't a priority to me. And if your book's not a priority to you like that, you're doing something wrong.
If your current clients aren't the most important thing you do all day, why in the world does a new client want to come to you, in my opinion? I tell the girls a lot, because we're kind of a hybrid office, I tell the girls all the time, a current client problem is more important than new business.
Right.
I don't care what's going on. If we have a client that has a real problem, we take care of that first, then you can go back to your lead. We take care of our own first.
Well, and that's also a matter of prioritization of your day. Like here, we outreach to our existing book of business every day, first thing. It's either the first 30 minutes to an hour of a day. We're like, just call your existing clients. Call them on their birthday. Call them for the anniversary date of their policy. Call them for all this other stuff. Just check in with them and see if there's anything wrong.
So, yeah, and that's an example of how to make time and synergistically. Like, I'm listening to you, and I'm like, I bet you get many calls a day without having to prospect at all.
Right.
Because if you're doing that to your existing book, you're really creating raving fans, and every time someone says, hey, I have this problem, or my insurance, or whatever, you got to go to my guy. You got to go to, oh my God, and they'll start raving about you, and then no one will go anywhere else because you're doing that. What we started doing was, we noticed, you're spending a whole lot of money to get warm leads coming in, and people coming in, hey, I don't know why, you just cost me $40.
Right.
All right, so we're like, why don't we call our existing clients first thing every morning? Because that's always, oh my gosh, you're calling me. Yeah, hey, how are you? Everything's good. And then all of a sudden the emotions get good and all that, and you're getting warmed up. It's like stretching your sales muscles. And then you do that, and then, okay, well, here's a lead that probably costs $30-40. Okay, let me give it a shot, right? So that's a synergistic way for people, that we found that just worked amazing for us. Just to start your day right. And it came from my dad. When I was riding with him in the mid-'90s, he would we'd get down. And he had like a couple people, we had like an hour and a half radius of where we lived that we drove out to. He had people in every area and he just stopped in. If we were in a slump, we weren't feeling good, he'd go, I'm going to go see this guy. Hey, hey, you don't mind me stopping by us in there, right? And then, oh no, come on in, have some tea, have some coffee, let me go pick you some stuff from my garden, and da-da-da-da. And we go to the next appointment and win every time.
Right.
Because your existing clients love you so much and that you care to stop by with them and check in on them. That connection, you start feeling it, right? So harness that and realize it's synergistic. Yeah, you have time to connect with other people, and you need it more than your clients need.